Hello, hello. Welcome to another day. Another bit of game dev. We're back working on a Following Wind. LD55 compo entry. We have a couple things to do. I say a couple. There's a couple of things that we can do today. One thing I want to do, kind of reduce the number of markers that we're using. Spawn points. I'll get rid of the last 4. And I have a plan. There's a reason I'm doing this. Twofold. One is so that we don't get ships spawning in this corner. And that's because of our little UI icon thing. Don't really want to have to deal with that. It's like not the worst. Now, I need to move everything around. This should make it less likely that we see early collisions, so that's good. Position these. We're gonna have 4 on each side. Previously we had 6 on the top and 4 on the side. Oh yeah, we were gonna... Yeah, with... This will make it equally likely. make the spawns equally likely on each side. Which I think is good. Because you have a longer distance on the sides to deal with stuff. So having most of the ships come on the top and the bottom, when you really had to deal with everything very quickly, which I think was a little much. Now there will be a little bit more of a balance. Ships coming in from the side will tend to be more likely to interfere with each other, I guess, because they're more tightly packed. But you'll also have a longer amount of time to deal with them. So I think that's a fair trade-off. Whereas the ones on the top and the bottom will be coming in, and you won't have a lot of time to deal with them because there's shorter screen space on the top and the bottom, but you'll also probably have a freer hand to direct them, because there will be more space between them and whatever neighboring ship. I think that'll be good. You have to be more conscious of the spawn lanes. We might actually want to, like, eventually move away from using a marker-based system. Just have, like, an area outside of which they spawn. Like, get random numbers, but make the random numbers minimum, like, length be, you know, the play area. Just so we guarantee to get spawns off screen to some degree. They don't have to be specifically in these locations. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of nice that there's like almost shipping lanes that the ships spawn in from. Maybe that's good. Maybe not. I don't know. I am not a good guesser. That's better. Probably a little tight. I think we can actually go pretty much right up to the corner with these. We probably should. The ships are always going to be spawning in facing towards the world origin. We might as well put them close to the corner. Not like right at the corner, but close to it. Technically, we want them to be like 8 pixels off from the corner or something like that, to accommodate the little offset that the UI elements have, but if that becomes a problem, we can get more precise with it. But I think placing these by hand is fine. Kind of a jazzy morning. Kind of enjoying it. I've like not been sleeping enough. It's making it rough to do these morning streams. But it's my fault. I've been watching the Fallout show each night. Burning through the whole show in like a week. Got the finale tonight. That's gonna be nice. Alright, that's good. I don't think I have to do anything else. Because we should be... Who even cares about this? The ship manager. We should just be grabbing these. Yeah, getting the children. Right. Yeah. I don't think I do anything that presupposes that there are 20 of them. Pretty sure I don't, but I'm just double checking because that would be very much like me to like hard code a value in here. Especially for a jam game. Seems like I didn't though, so good for me. Alright, so now what we've got to do is basically look through all of the ships that are on the screen, figure out which ones are currently outside of the camera viewport, and then render a little UI icon at an offset because the UI is here. The UI presupposes that 0, 0 is the top left. The world presupposes that 0, 0 is the center. So, whatever value we need to have for the camera, it's, I guess, the camera's offset from the center, and then half of the screen. Get it into that space. Just thinking about the transform. You get from, I don't know. World space to camera space. Red. We're seeing red. Why are we seeing red? What is this? Where is this? Yoink. Server is rendering renderer shader. Parameter version is null. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I care about that. That's only 6 errors, though. It says I have 12. Hey, Adagon. Oh. Godot compilation failed. Huh. I don't know, everything seems to be working for me. How's it going? We just tweaked our spawn positions to guarantee that the ships will always be within the X or Y camera coordinates. You know, will either be within the X or the Y, at least. We pulled everything away from the corners. Just to make life a little easier for doing our little edge of the screen UI stuff that we're going to need to do now. Question is, where do I want to do it? Probably in the icon manager. Do like some pooling. Do some like icon pooling, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's such a lightweight node, we could probably spawn them in and get rid of them. Maybe we don't do pooling. Yeah, that's the thing we're gonna do today. I also kind of want to make the shipwrecks now that we've defined the final look of the ships. Kind of want to make the shipwreck versions of them soon. But we'll do that today or tomorrow. How many are going to be spawned in? Total? I don't know. But, you know, towards the upper end of the difficulty, We're spawning in... What are we spawning in? It's probably not enough to do pooling, but I haven't really... Because we're spawning in a new ship every time, so if we're spawning in a new ship every time, and there's no problem, we might as well spawn a new icon in every time. I don't know. But yeah, at the end, we'll be spawning a new ship every second, and a new pirate ship every 1.5 seconds. There's math there, but we'll be spawning more than one ship per second. But, you know, not a whole number more, so 1 to 2 ships per second. So I don't know, that could be noticeable. That's often enough where maybe it makes sense to just do a little pooling. But we also aren't... Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, so we got our new script. Our icon manager script. What we're gonna do, what we probably should do, so we're gonna need to be able to pull all of the ships all the time. We could have the ship manager call a signal. We could have the ship manager signal and the icon manager pick up whenever a new ship gets spawned in. Who controls deleting ships, though? I think that's managed by the ship themselves. Oh, no, that should be fine, though, because... We have to consider ships that are leaving. Or not leaving, but they're wandering out of the game field. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't need to consider that. I mean, we can have it in 2 steps. We could say the ship manager signals the icon manager when a ship spawns in. And at that step, we could connect a signal from the ship to the icon manager. And then so the ship could then signal to the icon manager when it's being deleted. Because the ship handles itself. Does anyone else delete the ships? As long as nobody else ever deletes a ship, then this should be fine. Area queue free. So the game manager does delete ships when they wander outside of the play area, the playable area. Is there a function that, or not a function, but is there something that happens to an object when it is freed? Like, is there something like a built-in that gets triggered or something? Some kind of notification? There's is queued for deletion, but that's something I'd have to query. Don't think so. Usually you do manual passing. Okay. That would have been the easy way to do this. you can cancel a free? That's cool. Okay, that's fine. It's fine for the game manager to occasionally do this. Actually, no, that's ideal, because we don't really want to... When a ship... Let's say a ship is wandering... Like, let's say it misses its target and kind of just wanders back outside the play area. Like, it gets turned around. We actually don't want to assign an icon back to them when that happens. We only want to assign an icon when they're spawned in, and then we want to get rid of it when they enter the visible area. So yeah, that's actually ideal in a way. So let's grab the ship manager script. Let's keep track of the icon manager. We're going to need to know about them. And then we'll need like a dictionary on the icon manager that's like ship to icon. That's like the easiest way to do it, probably. So we could do also this. You could widen the within bounds connection. Who does this even signal to? Probably the game manager. Because we could be checking. We could do it like with their position. We could be like, you know, where are they? Are they within this or are they within that? I mean, we'll need to do that anyway, I guess. So maybe we don't need to do this with the... Oh, it's not the game manager. Who's connected to this within bounds thing? Who is this? Oh, it is the game manager. I was on the wrong script. This is where we set something to be collidable. This is also where we could just say, you know, forget about the icon. It's reasonable. Keep track of the icon manager here just in case we decide that we like that. But even so, what we're going to need to do, we need to go through our or oh, wait, maybe it doesn't need to be a dictionary. No, it does. For icon and ship icons. Pretty sure if I just iterate through a ship icon, or if I just iterate through a dictionary, I'm iterating through the values. I need to specify if I want to iterate through the keys. That's my understanding. I mean, I could specify it, but I'm pretty sure that's the default behavior. It does keys? Really? Oh, okay. Icons dot values. Is that it? Easy peasy. Kind of cool that it iterates through keys, I guess. I don't know actually if I believe that. Okay, whatever. So for, well, actually no, doesn't even matter. We're iterating through the ships. We actually want to iterate through the keys, or the keys, because we need to figure out their position. Okay, so we also need to know about the camera. We need to know the camera's position. It's like the most brittle way of referencing anything. But I don't care. Because the whole game is one scene, I don't think we're going to worry about that too much. Like, we're not loading... I mean, except for the spawning in ships and stuff, we're not really messing with the scene tree very much. So I'm not going to worry about brittle references to things. Alright, so we're going to go through and we're going to say, well, let's grab the camera position first. Camera position. 2D. Position. The position's also 0. Okay, everyone's position is 0. I want to make sure I can use position and don't have to do global position. Seems like position will be fine for us. Alright, so we're going to go through each ship. And we're going to test to see which axis is within the camera positions. Say... I say if ship position dot x I need to know the maximum and minimum extents of the camera, I guess. So let's say that. So let's say define a constant extent. It's a vector 2 I 2 positions vector 2. So let's just do that. 2, and it's going to be half of 360. 360 divided by 2. 640 divided by 2. 360 divided by 2. Oh, do I have to just do that myself? Okay, that's fine. 320. Oh. 40 divided by 2. Alright, adds. I'm gonna eat a snack real quick. Alright. Alright, I never have time to finish my breakfast before I start these. I was thinking I could maybe use like a rect 2 to look at intersection. But we're not looking for enclosure. We're not looking to check. We're not checking to see if the point is completely within a rect. We're just figuring out which axis is. So we could maybe use intersection. Maybe no, because that wants another rect. That's fine. We don't need to use that this time then. We can just say something like if ship position X is less than camera position dot X plus extent dot X and ship position dot X is, I guess it can be less than or less than or greater than. Greater than. Oh, so it's less than the maximum extent, and it's going to be greater than the camera position minus extent X. So that'll tell us if it's within the x-axis extent of the camera. And then we can do an else if or the opposite. Hey, still needs work. Good morning. How's it going? Alright, so these are the two cases that we want to do something. On the off chance that the ship is neither within... You know, if it's off in a corner or something for some reason, which it shouldn't be. It shouldn't ever be, but this will just do nothing, so that's fine. And if it's within the camera area, then we will just not worry about it. We're working on our UI a little bit this morning. Oh, still needs work. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. The gifted sub to Adagon. Too kind. Yeah, now you too may ship it. Oh, I love to see it. When we raided Sorcery Story yesterday, Temptix saw the ship it anim emote. Yes, Temptix saw it and was like, "Oh yeah, that's your game," which makes me think in his mind he has like he like they you know, have a separate mental model of that emote. They're like, "Oh, that's an emote that just exists," and then I used it. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's yours," and I was like, "Oh, that's so nice. So nice that people like that." I mean, we also inspired the salmoning monocycle emote. Probably the best thing I got out of this jam is that little emote. Too funny. All right. Yeah, so what we're doing is we now have ships spawning in. We can now move the camera around, basically. If you didn't see yesterday. So we have a bit of the elastic camera thing going. But now we need a way for you to be able to tell that there's a ship off screen. So we're going to add these little triangle things on the edge of the screen. So a ship out here will signal that, you know, we'll see a little icon here that's slowly moving over. So you can keep track of what's going on off screen to an extent. You also have a game that you're working on to get onto Steam. So an emote in a game. Yeah, we'll see about the game part, but here's hoping. No, yeah, the game is fun. Still concerned about getting enough content and legs to like feel like it's justified as a thing to put up. Even for just like a couple bucks. So I've been playing a lot of Halls of Torment on my Steam Deck, and that's like a $5 game, and that game is so good. I think I put 20 hours into it. So I'm like, oh, I can't ask for $5. Maybe I ask for $3. Maybe I ask for $2 or $3 for this game. That's fine. The main exercise is just about publishing something. About pushing a game through to completion, publishing, and then building a portfolio. It's not about... It can be an interactive screensaver. You just have the one screen. That's funny. I was reading about that bottom of the screen, like Stardew Valley-like game. How like the bottom of the screen games are kind of becoming a thing. Where they're like almost like idle games, and they just live on your desktop. On like the bottom like 2 or 3 inches of your screen. I think that's kind of fun. That's a smart idea. All right. Well, so we've established here that either the ship is within the extent of the camera on one axis or the other, and depending on what it is, we'll spawn in an icon and rotate it. And then position it. So let's look at the icons for a second. We also need to know whether it's a pirate or a... I guess we don't need to know that. Someone can just tell us that when we create it. Really just need level design? That's exactly it. We need a handful of levels, and we need a varied and, you know, we need an experience that ramps up. That's really what we need. Oh, we lost our thing here. I was like, why has this looked weird the last few days? It's because it isn't supposed to just be blank. Didn't we just listen to this song? I don't know with jazz. Sometimes I feel like the same song. People are like, what, are you crazy? Totally different song. It's like, all right. That looks better. Doesn't look great, but it looks better. Why does that look weird? Is it backwards? No. Correct. Why is it gray there? Oh. I don't know. That's weird. That looks better. You can do random events occasionally to make it feel less samey over time. Group of ships suddenly spawns together. Yeah, for sure. We also want a we want to do like some obstacles that appear like we'll do a sea monster, like maybe there will be some like bubbling water here and you'll see like tentacles rise up out and kind of move around and then it will go away. Or maybe a whirlpool will appear or something. I don't know. Yeah, we definitely want some time limited obstacles. Yeah, whirlpool. You got it. You got there first. Yeah, there's some cool stuff we could do for sure. And I think having that sort of thing will make it okay. Like, this is pretty busy as far as the number of stupid little islands we have here. I think we'll end up going for fewer, larger set pieces like islands. Make them more like temple size and just have a handful of them with like a lot of character. And then between shipwrecks and sea monsters and pirates, there's a lot that could be done. I think having special ships that sometimes randomly appear the player controls would also break that up. Yeah? I actually was thinking about it last night, and I thought it might be kind of fun to have a ship that the player can't control. Have like rowboats occasionally come in that don't have sails. And they're just like little rowboats. Like you just see the little 1 pixel little oars moving back and forth. And those just kind of do their own thing. And you can't control them, so you have to like plan around them. I think that could be funny. I don't know. It might be kind of more annoying than funny, but it could be funny. Oh yeah, we were looking at icons. So we're saying we throw this pilgrim icon in here. So it starts facing to the right. And its positioning is based on, well, for one thing, it can't be here. It has to be in the UI world. So its positioning is the top left. So that means that we need to offset it by subtracting 4 pixels for the Y. And then if we rotated it, now it's on the top, but its position is still anchored to the top left. So we would also need to subtract 4 pixels. If the position is negative, that's what we do. If the position is positive, we'll do something else. So let's add that. Let's add that at least. I don't plan this stuff out. I just go live and start messing around, and that causes a lot of problems, but figure it out. So we'll say if ship position.x is do we care if it's less than or equal to 0? No, we don't. We don't care about that. Oh, okay. What we do care about is the y. So if ship position dot y is greater than 0, we do it differently a little bit. If the ship position is y, that means we're on top. And we're gonna say with icons ship. How am I gonna get to? How am I gonna get to this control? So I know your position and stuff is like nested. Can I still just call it directly? Is that just a trick of the inspector? The fact that it's like layout, then transform, then position. I don't have to worry about that. I'm calling into the script. Okay, that's cool. We'll say we're actually going to say is if position less than 0, we're going to say ship icons dot ship dot rotation 3s equals else. Oh, we actually also don't need to change the rotation. I'm going to put it right here, but we don't need to do this every frame. We need to split up our initialization step. Yeah, we don't have to defend against every possibility. We don't have to defend against the possibility that, like... I mean, we can defend against the possibility that, like, a ship is traveling off-screen and it continues to go around, but also off-screen. In which case, we would need to rotate their icon as they moved around. But I don't think we actually need to defend against that in our constrained environment, but we can. Certainly can. All right, so that'll set the rotation. We also need to set the position. Grab the icon and just have it. Keep that around. So we've got the icon. Now we're gonna need the position. We need to change its position. We'll need to say We're positioning it around the edge. We're going to say icon.position is vector 2, get position dot x, camera position, camera 2D, camera cam position dot y plus extent. Oh, we actually do know this stuff. Okay. Okay, that'll bring us to the ship's X position and the camera's Y border. Now we need to do the same thing, but for the bottom. Then for the bottom, the concern is that the enemy's gate is down. I'm doing this backwards. That is always going to be a problem for me. Till I eventually get it. It's the upside down Y axis. And so if we're doing the other thing, say icon.position is we need something else. We need to also include, we need to consider the fact that we need the camera space too. So let's think about that, because we can't just put it in world space. We need to move it. So the X isn't just X, it's this X plus extent X. Is that it? Yes, that is it. Let me a good jazz fiddle. Maybe we don't have this camera Y component. We don't actually want it in camera Y's space. We want it locked to... Oh. I want it to be 0. Broke that out in another line because I thought it was going to be really long. It's actually really short. And then we need to think about this one too. So this is not just this. This is... And the Y is not this. The Y is just extent Y. Times 2 minus 4. All right, and then so this one visualize this for a second. So the x is 0 for this one. Two, 0. But the y whatever this is plus the extent minus 4. This a little bit. No worries. Have a good lurk. Still needs work. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the gift sub as always. You're too good to us. Oh, yeah. No worries. And then I hope you're enjoying the music. Have a good study. All right, so we're setting the position and the rotation, hopefully correctly. But we need an instantiation process for this. We've got a signal connected from our ship manager to our icon manager that will let us know when ships spawn. Alright, we'll instantiate either a pilgrim icon or a pirate icon, depending. Assign the ship icon here. We'll maybe set the... do this once. Alright, so we'll be setting the icon position both every frame and also on instantiation. And then, so we've got instantiation, we've got the per frame. Arguably don't need the rotation part here. We're gonna keep it. Doesn't matter. And just need to clean up. Phase. That's going to come from the game manager. The game manager is the one that says on within bounds area entered. So that is going to call down the icon manager. I want private functions to come after signal functions. Up. On. So ship needs to be cleaned up. Bonding. Say icon. Erase. Ship. Ship. I'll say, well, let's grab the icon first. Say, icon, ship, Q3. Be fine. That should be all the cleanup we need. Right, yeah. Icon manager. Up. Okay. Area is an area 2D. Do I need to say like area as ship or as node 2D? Does that matter? Is that just implied? All right, I think we're ready to see what horrible series of cascading errors we're creating here. Oh, one more thing. Are we actually signaling that we've spawned a new ship? We are not. Do that. Say spawn ship dot emit new ship true. Here we want to do spawn the spawned ship, right? Past tense. On ship. It. New ship. True. on ship. Dot emit. New ship. False. Okay. All right, now we can watch the cascade of errors. Well, we have no UI elements being displayed, so that's cool. Oh, I have an idea. Valid get index. Clean up corresponding. Oh, I disconnected the script by renaming the signal. That happened. Sort of? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, that's good. Helps. So if I'm instantiating, though, I kind of need to add child icon. Forgot that. Forgot a very important thing there. All right, let's see. We got okay. Now we got an even earlier error. Camera 2D. Am I not valid? Get index position on base and nil. Okay. Got the camera. Don't need to store it here. Why can't I get the camera position? Hey, Robotech. How's it going? If I just store this as a node 2D. Does camera not inherit from node 2D? It does. Why are you giving me a hard time? I guess I'll just grab it as a 2D. Pretty good. I think we're almost done adding our little UI triangle things around the edge of the screen. How are you doing? I'm gonna feed this in. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Try moving this somewhere else. Yeah, it would be nice if we do it. Game doesn't want me to grab my camera's position, which is interesting. Kind of weird. Index. What kind of brain fart am I having right now where that's not working? Just added background music and sound effects? Nice. Where'd you get your background music and sound effects from? Why can't I just be like... Are we even using the camera position anymore? We are. Okay, we use it in 2 places. Why is this a fight? Why am I fighting to get the position of my camera? Oh, you just pulled it off of itch? Nice. Got some assets off of itch. I always ask because some people have like some crazy websites and resources that they know about sometimes. I like to ask and make a mental note. Alright, so the question of the hour. Why can I not... Okay, note that the camera 2D's node position doesn't represent the actual position of the screen, which may differ due to applied smoothing or limits. No, I don't care about that. Get screen center position. Oh, that I kind of do want. Maybe that's what I want. Grab that. Maybe it'll let me grab this. This should work now? Camera 2D is a null value. Why exactly? If I change the tree structure and like not realize it. Good work. Yeah, I should define this differently. Because dot 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 is not great. Should just be like root game manager. Camera, that thing. I like can't get my camera. Why is that? I don't understand. It's supposedly a null value. Maybe, oh, maybe it hasn't been assigned yet. I need to stop spawning a ship in as soon as the game launches. I think that's the problem. I think, yeah, I'm spawning a character in... I need to stop doing this. I think we're running into some tree iteration stuff. Let's no longer do that. Let's just set the spawn timer to be auto start. It is. Okay, that's good. See if that fixes the problem. If we get the same crash after like 10 seconds, then we know that is not the problem. Oh, there's an arrow. It's not in the right spot. But it's there. Now it's gone. And now it's over here. That's weird. Oh, here's one. Okay, so there's some funky stuff going on with the positioning. Got a turbo to put in a semi-truck? No worries. Good luck with that. Okay, everything is wrong, but it's working in the sense that it's happening. Just the positioning of the icons is very wrong. Moving the camera should change this. Oh, we also need to... We need to do this differently. I was not accounting for the fact that the camera moves. So as the camera moves, we need to add these back on. So maybe these do need to be... It seems like they maybe need to be tied to the lifetime of the ship. Seems to be what we need to do here. Okay. That's a good point. God, I hate UI. Alright, so why... So the offsets here are wrong for the bottom and the top. We're always subtracting. We shouldn't be doing that. So it was wrong on the bottom. It was right on the top. So we can work with that. So it was wrong on the bottom here. It was right on the top. Plus 4. Right, plus 4. That should be minus 4. Should be plus 4. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Shouldn't be 0. Or at least it shouldn't be 0 here. No, that should be right. I don't know, I gotta look at that again. Alright, ads for 90 seconds. I'm going to take a quick break and grab some water and stuff. BRB. All right, we're back. Hey, Cubus. How's it going? Holiday stream? Is it a holiday? Or are you just commenting on our festive jazz, our smooth jazz? Not a holiday? I don't know, it might be. There's a lot of holidays. Look at my calendar here. Oh, I don't know. You tell me. It's not a holiday in the U.S., seemingly. Anyway. If it's a holiday for you, that's nice. So we've got a version of our little elastic camera thing that you suggested. I'm not super happy with the elastic part, but that's fine. What we're trying to do is spawn in a little UI element based on the ship positioning. Kind of works. Kind of works. Doesn't totally work. Oh, the pirate ones are like impossible to see. I need to come up with something better than that. Positions don't correspond with where the ships actually are, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, stretchy camera is nice. The iconography is not. Try to find this ship here. Oh, it was this one. I think those arrows usually point the other way. Really? They're too small for one thing. They're not being spawned in the right position. On the bottom and the right. And they're also not being... They're not... The problem is they don't appear as soon as the ship goes off screen. I set it up forgetting that you can move the camera. So right now they just show up when a ship spawns in and then they go away as soon as the ship enters the play area. And I'm just kind of... Yeah, they also don't correspond to reality at the moment. So I need to figure out the positioning better, and I need to fix the offset that's on the bottom and the right. And I need to fix the pirate one to actually be readable. Maybe we do a white outline with a black center. Point the other way, huh? We're trying to point the direction that they're coming in. Let's fix the easy things, and then we'll get to the hard one. Let's flip these. Oh, this is the PNG. Why am I editing the PNG? What's wrong with me? It's also not the right thing. Where's the icon? What? Where did I put it? Off-screen icons. Here they are. So we're gonna flip this. Well, not flip it. We're gonna give it a white outline. And with a black center. I don't know. That might need to be changed, but this one's probably fine. We'll find something that's readable. Actually, instead of white, maybe we could use their pinkish color that they have. One they use for their ship. Like this one. Okay. Kind of losing the thread here about where I put everything. This color? Yeah, it's probably too dark. Maybe not. Try it. I don't think it's gonna read well. But whatever. Try it for now. Anyway, our problem is multifold. One is that... Okay, so what did I do that was very wrong here? Oh, okay. So we need to totally rethink how this is structured. We need these icons to be around for the lifetime of the ship, because they could potentially be... We could potentially need them at any time, so we can't do what we did before, where they just are destroyed. So we can disconnect some signals. Actually, that wasn't a signal, that was a call, a direct call from the game manager. So we don't want to do it this way, so forget about this. Forget about this. And that. So we're not going to be getting rid of these, we're just going to be like turning them off. We can say... Well, now we need to check to see if it's completely within. So we can say something like... Let's see what the camera gives us. We need something like it's rect. I don't want to try this smoothing. Oh, the limits. So I guess we're going to have to build it out of the limits, maybe? Oh, no, I don't know what that is then. Haven't messed around with the camera very much. The camera's moving, so... Attach a sprite to the ship itself. I think there's a setting to draw it in global space. Oh, just not even bother making it part of the UI. That's a reasonable choice, because it's not like we're going to be scaling it or anything. Just have each ship manage its own little icon. Yeah, I guess since it's now going to exist for the lifetime of the ship, that's probably the better way to do it. No, display server doesn't. That's fine. Yeah, it doesn't have to be UI. We were just doing it as UI because we thought it made sense at the time. But I actually don't love texture rect, so maybe just doing it as a sprite that's attached to the ship is a good idea. I mean, that's what we do with I mean, that's what like the gust of wind is. Or the arrow with the gust of wind. It's just a thing that each gust of wind has. Do something similar. Okay, that's a way more readable, actually, the pirate one, with that piratey outline. Okay, I kind of like that. I gotta fix the weird offsetting of the arrows along the bottom and the right. Okay. Yeah, I think you're putting us on the right path here. Let's forget about... I'll hold on to this script for a minute, but let's forget about... Let's hold on to this script, but let's delete the node. Who references this? Just the ship manager. So we can forget about this whole signal. We don't need to do the signal anymore. We're going to have each ship manage this themselves. In which case we can go back to... Well, I don't know if we can go back to doing this if we are actually referencing the camera. We could do is say the friend spawn timer wait time starts at 1 second. Then we reset it. Is that how that works? Let's see how we set the spawn timer. Yeah, okay. That should be fine. Alright. So that's how we're gonna do it. So let's go to the... Where's the base ship? Parent ship. Add a... Add a sprite here. Call this icon. Icon sprite B. Load one of these bad boys. Whichever one, Pilgrim icon, why not? Yeah, okay. Now we just have to change them for the pirate. I think your rectangle might be camera.getScreen center position plus the current window size. Do I need to do that? Because, like, I'm doing the keep... I'm, like, making sure that the window... The viewport is a static size. And we're, like, scaling the viewport. But we should only ever need to know the size of the viewport, right? Shouldn't actually care what the actual window size is. Unless that's what you meant, and you just used window instead of viewport. But again, I don't know. I don't know if I actually have to consider the size of the window. But I feel like I should be able to just operate with just the viewport. Maybe we'll want a bigger icon for the large ship. But let's not worry about that right now. I'd rather not do it that way for a number of reasons. Okay, so we've cleaned all of that stuff up. So we can look at the ship controller and we can look at the defunct icon manager. So it has this set icon position function. We can just take this whole thing. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. None of the rest of it matters. The only issue is if the ships, all the ships might need to know where the camera is, but that's okay. We can live with that. Icon is not a control anymore. The icon is going to be a sprite 2D. Ship position we don't need to pass anymore. Say position. We'll need to let's rethink this. Let's not worry about that now. Yeah, that is a window does extend viewport, but yes, viewport is what you really want. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hey, Inamoth, welcome in. Yeah, we do have to worry about some of this right now, though, because we're trying to implement our little edge of screen UI stuff. Little arrows that are going to let you know that something is just off the screen. So we got the manager, we got the game manager. Let's throw in the camera. Everybody knows about the camera. That can't be right. No way that's right. I'm in the ship controller script, right? Aren't I? Ship controller? Oh, there's none of them on this. Okay. So I gotta build this myself. That's fine. Because the engine doesn't know where this thing is gonna be. So it's gonna be, so game manager is this, ... So that's what this is. This is. ... Camera 2D. That's where the camera is. Or where it will be, because its parent is the game manager. So ship manager, sorter of Y's, game manager. Yeah, cursed. Super cursed. Yeah. This is really bad form, but you know, since the whole game is just one scene, one big old scene, and we're not really changing most of it, I'm okay with this. But yeah, that's really bad. That's a don't do this at home, kids, kind of way of being here. I mean, I should define it from the root. If I'm going to do something stupid like this, I should say root, whatever, that. My understanding of how I should do that. To not be so cursed. Yeah. We'll be better about this. I say it's not a problem, and then watch us insert something into this tree that breaks every single reference I have. If that happens, I promise I'll go back and fix all of them. Const extent. The only way to not be cursed is to use signals. Oh yeah. No, we were running into that before you got here. We were trying to reference the camera like on ready on somebody, and it was like not working, and I was like, what could it be? And like obviously it was that. It was the curse of like trying to do anything on ready that references something else. So bad. Okay, so here are the camera extents. Calling these extents. Now we need to see why this is wrong. I mean, also we have problems. We have problems of our own here. Ship position is just position. Camera position is that. So we need to start working in global position. For one thing. Not just do it in position. Also, we need to keep track of our icon sprite here. This is our parent ship. Here it is. That's back where it should be. Let's get rid of these compiler errors, and then we can look at what we've got here. Okay, so now this should be managed by each of its... So we need to do a couple of things. We need to know whether a ship is inside or outside the camera. The easiest way to do that would be to use an area on the camera itself. And just connect the... Not connect, but do a call. Do a call from the camera to whatever it collides with here. That's probably what I want to do. We'll need a camera script, I guess. By the way, just remembered that getViewport.getCamera2D exists. Oh, that's sick. That is less cursed, for sure. Yes, it's less cursed. This would be like root. That's a good thing to know. So it would be get viewport. Get camera 2D. Okay, that makes me feel better about what we're doing there. It's also less cursed. Also less cursed. Viewport get visible rect might also be handy. Not sure it's exactly the camera rect. But no, that's like, I'm looking for helper functions. I've been just like implementing everything the simple way, but I would love to see get visible rect. Returns the visible rectangle in global screen coordinates. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, we could say, you know, we could use that, or we could just put an area on the camera. It's probably just putting an area on the camera. Then we get the on area entered and on area exit for free. Pretty good. All this like visible area. Vision shape. I think if like the camera area was changing or whatever, we would care more. Well, let's just... Oh, can I... You can't programmatically set... I mean, I assume programmatically you can, but it seems like you can't just plug numbers into the vector here. It's a little weird. Okay, we're off by a half somewhere. Is it here? There we go. I think we got all of it. We can also make this, we can also add a little padding too if we want. We might end up wanting to do. You've never used it, but have a look at Visible On-Screen Notifier 2D. Let's have a look. Rectangle region of 2D space that detects whether it is visible on screen. Oh, that's pretty cool. Represent. What is this? Just like a node? It's like the rectangular region of 2D space. When any part of this region becomes visible on screen or in a view part, it will emit a screen entered signal. And likewise, it will emit a screen exited signal when no part of it. Oh, that's so cool. So we could put one of these on our ship. Oh, we could do a bunch of stuff with this. That's really cool. And then that works. That's not dependent on like the... Yeah, okay. No, that's cool. I mean, area would be fine, but then we don't have to add shit to our camera. The power of having read through the node selection so many times. That is a power. There are so many nodes. I need to watch that, like, 1 hour or 2 hour video that someone posted that was like, every node in Godot 4. And I was like, I don't want to watch this. But I should probably go back and watch that. That's pretty sick. So forget about this. Forget about all of this bullshit. Go back to... I love... This is one of the things I do like about Godot, is you can really do a lot of stuff from the bottom up if you want. We're really good at that. I mean, I don't know what the like performance is, you know, once you get out of control. And I do come from like a dots ECS world on like Unity side where I'm like sensitive about that sort of thing. Oh, this is pretty cool. And then we just connect this. Just call this on-screen entered. Not be crazy. That's a really good find, Cubus. Well, that's exciting. All right, so We're kind of running out of time to implement this today, but I think we'll re-implement everything tomorrow using this on-screen entered and on-screen exited. Then we'll have to figure out some of the positioning quirks, because we definitely don't have it correct yet. But you know, we don't care. Well, we do care about the camera position, but I think we're using it incorrectly. A little bit, to an extent, when we're doing this. We need to do more like subtraction. We need to like find the difference between the camera position and the ship position. And then use that to get a global position that's in our like anchored like UI area. It's always right here that doesn't move. That'll be cool. I think that'll work really well. This was supposed to be Environmental Art Week, but it's become UI Week. But, you know, that's okay. UI is important. Clean up this code a little more. Is there something missing? Icon Manager. Oh, Icon Manager can just die now, huh? Manager is not a thing we're going to be using. We're going to need to do a great big purge at some point of a lot of craft that's started collecting in this project. Yeah, that's awesome. I love being able to do stuff. I love that kind of encapsulation where we can handle all of it just within here. Make sure these node connections still work. We get a crash. Can't you just set the position equals global ship position, clamp to the camera rect? Yeah, I probably can. I was probably overthinking it. Alright, we have a few minutes. Let's see if that... Let's try that. Hide all of that. Might not even... Okay, so camera position is that. Let's see what other cool camera functions we have, if we do have a camera rect that we can just use. There should be, right? I don't see one. I like looked through here and I was like, there's no rect here. So I just gotta make a camera rect, which is like not hard. Comment selected is best hotkey. Yeah. I would agree. I mean, I could just make the rect. I know what it is, so it's fine. All right. We got like 5 minutes. Let's see what we can do. We'll do the Cubus implementation here, which just says fun. Don't need to feed anything to this. Global position. I think it's position equals global ship position. Because this is going to be relative to the ship itself. All code provided through chat is under MIT license. Yeah. That's good. All right. It's always the great realization is how, like, the good solutions are simpler. Bad solutions are, like, way more complicated. And so, like, being skillful is just how quickly can you get to, like, the simple solution. And for me, it takes a while sometimes. I will definitely overthink solutions all the time. So I'm not sold on setting the local position to be this. But if it's the global position, I think you're onto something. Now we just need a system that... Well, we need to know about the rotation at least. So we could say, I'll say... match position. Well, hold on. I may still need some of this logic. We need to handle the rotation. Let's handle the rotation later. Top level, if true, this canvas item will not inherit its transform from parent canvas item. Oh. Okay. That's something I haven't seen before. Where does that live? Canvas item, top level. Oh, that's thick. That's exactly what we want. All right, and now we just need to handle these cases where we're going to say... We'll say, when on screen entered, we'll say icon sprite 2D dot visible is false. On screen exited, we'll say icon sprite 2D dot visible equals true. So this won't handle the rotation. But it may work. I need to wait for something to spawn in. Which should have already happened, so maybe it's not working. Okay, so not currently working. I'm probably not... Yeah, everything's rendering at 0. I'm probably not doing something correct. It's fine. That's okay. I think we're on the right track. Unfortunately, we are out of time. And I literally have a work meeting in 2 minutes. You can also set full screen in project settings if you don't want to press it every time. Yeah, true. I should really turn exclusive full screen on just so we're not looking at a smaller version of the game every time. But yeah, this was awesome. Thank you as always, Cubus. We'll probably be able to sort this out tomorrow. Now that we've been set on the right path here. We have some errors, so... Oh, I messed that up. That's fine. That's why. That's probably why it's not working, to some extent. Yeah, this has been great. I gotta run, but thank you all. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the help. No time to raid and run even, so we're just gonna end it. We're just gonna call it. But thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.